just in. I never planned to start a business. In fact, for most of my life, I actively avoided it. I'm the kind of person who chooses fixed growth over crypto. I've only ever played the slots twice, lost everything I intended to spend, and wondered what on earth people enjoyed about it. My version of a financial thrill is finding a 12-month interest-bearing account with no early withdrawal fees. Entrepreneurship? That felt like jumping out of a plane and hoping the invoice system doubles as a parachute. But after getting retrenched, again and again, then finding myself at rock bottom during COVID, I had to ask, where exactly was all this job security everyone kept talking about? So I started something of my own, carefully, quietly, without the fanfare. And 5 years in, I can tell you this. I'm more secure, more fulfilled, and more in control than I ever was in traditional employment. And I'm not alone. I've helped dozens of other cautious entrepreneurs do the same. Now I'm writing a book to help others do it too. This is not a hype story. It's a human one. This book is for the people who don't want to be billionaires, who just want a decent living, meaningful work, and enough time to actually enjoy their life. For people who want to cure their insomnia, not worsen it. It's for people like me. People who stayed in employment too long because it seemed safer, until it wasn't. I used to think business ownership was for extroverts with no fear of failure. The people who start 10 things before breakfast and call it productivity. Meanwhile, I'm over here with 20 tabs open to ensure I've done enough research before buying a new laptop. Most of the business books I've read seem to assume I wanted to scale fast, build a team, maximize revenue, sell or exit, and power to anyone who does. Those books exist for a reason, but that wasn't my goal. I didn't want to build an empire. I wanted something stable, profitable, and manageable. Something I could enjoy while I was running it, not just after I retired. And I've managed to do that in one of the most notoriously unstable industries around. A marketing agency. The kind of business people warn you is too stressful, too unpredictable, too risky. And yet, here I am, 5 years in, calm, profitable, and loving it. This book isn't about how to start an agency, but it is about how to build something solid, even in an industry that usually isn't. Once I figured that out, there was no going back. So here's what I'm writing without spoiling it. The book is still in the very early stages. The outline is there and some pieces are clear. Others still need quite a bit of work. But here's the idea. What if employment is actually riskier than running your own thing? In my book, I'll explore why job security is a myth no one's updating. I'll look at how treating your clients like a diversified portfolio changes everything. And I'll consider the 5 stages I went through from panic mode freelancer to true creative freedom, and why some business models are more stable than others, and how to spot the difference. I'll also look at what success can look like if you strip away the hustle porn. This isn't a how-to for taking over the world. It's a guide for building a life and a business that you actually like waking up to. What I found is this. Running your own small business, especially one built with intention, is one of the most quietly liberating things you can do. It's not without challenges, but it gives you something most jobs never will. Real autonomy. The ability to decide who you work with and how you spend your time and what your life looks like. That's the kind of freedom no one talks about when they say, be your own boss. But once you experience it, you don't want to trade it back. Here's why I'm sharing this now. Because I know I'm not the only one who wants a meaningful, manageable business that doesn't eat your life. You're allowed to want simplicity. You're allowed to want freedom without chaos. You're allowed to want financial safety without putting your future in someone else's hands. If that's you, you're exactly who this book is for. I'll be sharing the journey here and on LinkedIn, including insights that won't make the final cut, real case studies I'm developing, and maybe even some chapter previews for the people who follow along. Meanwhile, if you want a low-risk business you'll actually enjoy running, be sure to try my 10-minute business idea validator and discover your best fit service business using what you already know. You can access it for free in the description below or at strategicmarketingtribe.com/business. You'll also be added to my mailing list and get notified of any book updates. What's the real reason you haven't started your business yet? I'll go first. I used to think risk meant quitting your job, draining your savings, and betting everything. Turns out, not starting was the riskier move. Okay, your turn. What's holding you back? Let me know in the comments. I'm Vicky Sidler from the Strategic Marketing Tribe, and I post helpful news updates for small businesses every day.